Good morning to everybody. We are here on the occasion of online international interdisciplinary conference on sustainable development and environmental issues, sponsored by Jyoti Kiran Publication, Pune, and jointly organized by Mandesh Mahavidyalaya, Junori, Tahsil Sangola, District Solapur, and Padma Bhushan Dr. Krantivir Nagnatha Naikode, Kala Mahavidyalaya, Zare, District Sangli. At the outset, I am very thankful to Principal Dr. Phule B.R. and in charge Principal Patil R.S. I am also thankful to Professor Santosh Mane, Marcellus College, Solapur, who have given me an opportunity to talk on a speech. The topic allotted to me, the water resource as a global environmental issue and present situation. Now we talk on the global water resources. Dear friend, you know that water is a natural resource. It is a vital substance for human life, and life is impossible without water. We use clean water for domestic consumption, health protection, and sanitation. Water is crucial to agriculture, aquaculture, industry, and other sectors of the economy. Water is also needed for hydropower and development of waterway transportation. Water is precious but limited. Besides its benefit, water can become a danger for human beings and for the environment too. Now let us discuss on the total global salt water and fresh water estimate given by the UNESCO, that is the United Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. He has given certain statistics. According to UNESCO, the total volume of water on the earth is about 1,386 million cubic kilometers, of which only 2.5% or about 35 million cubic kilometer is the fresh water. However, fresh water and unpolluted water account for only 0.003% of the total water available globally. Now, out of the total 100% of global water, 97.5% is the salt water. And out of that 97.5% salt water, 96.54% water is found in ocean, while saline, or we may call it as brackish groundwater, account for 0.93%. Salt water less account 0.006%. Now come to the inland water. Out of the total global water resources, 2.5% of the global water resources are inland water, and out of that 2.5%, 68.7 percent of the inland water is generally found either in glaciers or in permanent snow cover, and 30.06% inland water is the fresh water, and ground ice and permafrost both account 0.86%. Friends, you are knowing that the freshwater lake, which is the part and parcel of the inland water, accounts 0.26% of the global water resources. You are also knowing that on the surface of the earth there are millions of creatures, millions of trees, millions of the plants. These are called as biota. And the sum of the water, that is 0.003% of the inland water, is incorporated in biota. Now come to the next issue, that is the global water use and its distribution. The amount of water used on a global scale has increased rapidly in recent years. Increased demand is due to population growth and increased per capita consumption of water. The rate of increase in industrialized countries is the lowest. Most of the increase in the developing world, which has a much lower per capita water use at present. 70% of global water use is for agriculture. 22% of global water is used for industry, and just only 8% of global water used for domestic use. This division has also considerable regional variation. In Africa, India and Asia, agriculture is even more water demanding. For example, in Asia, using 85% of water for agriculture, while in Europe and United States of America, industry uses a greater proportion of water, that is 55% and 49% respectively. Water, however, is a resource in which use is a relative term. Some agricultural water and most industrial and domestic water is returned to the rivers or the groundwater after use, but usually with a change of quality. And we have seen that the rivers themselves have a residence time of only a few weeks, so the water in them is renewed on a very short time scale. If we consider the continental wide, the use of water for the agriculture, industry and domestic consumption is just a different picture. We will find that. Take an example of India. In India, the agriculture use 93% of the total water, while 4% of the total water is used for the industry. While in South America, 60% water is used for the agriculture, 22% water used for industry, and 18% water used in the particularly domestic purpose. In Australia, 40% water is used for the domestic purpose, 68% water is used for the agriculture, and remaining water is used for the industry. Take the example of the United States of America. In United States of America, 49% of the water is used for the industry, while 41% water is used for the agriculture and only 10% water is used for the domestic consumption. If you consider Europe, in Europe most of the water is used for the industry purpose. Now, if we consider the countries wise the distribution of the renewable freshwater resources, so there are 10 countries which occupy more than 55% of the total world freshwater resources. Among them, the Brazil ranked first. Brazil has the highest volume of renewable freshwater resources and approximately account 12% of the world's freshwater resources. The Amazon region in Brazil contains over 70% of the total freshwater in Brazil. Despite having numerous freshwater resources, one of the most population regions in Brazil, that is Sao Paulo, faces severe drought. Russia stands second in terms of renewable fresh water. The most of the renewable freshwater bodies in Russia include rivers, lakes, man-made reservoirs. Lake Baikal, the largest and deepest freshwater lake in the world, is located in Russia. It holds 1/5 of the fresh water in the world. In Russia, approximately 6.6% of the world freshwater resources are accounted. The third rank is United States. The volume of renewable freshwater in United States of America is approximately 4.5% of the world freshwater resources. Approximately 77% of the fresh water is the surface water and 23% is the groundwater. Majority of the freshwater bodies in the United States of America are the lakes. Other freshwater sources are rivers, ponds, and reservoirs. There are thousands of lakes in the United States, including the world famous Great Lakes. Then the first rank, that is Canada, the volume of renewable fresh water in Canada is approximately 4.2% of the world freshwater resources. The fifth rank is China. China has approximately 4.1% of the world freshwater resources. So likewise, the 10 countries, the Brazil, Russia, United States of America, Canada, China, Colombia, European countries, Congo, Venezuela, and India. These 10 countries together account more than 55% of the total global fresh water resources. Now, come to the next issue, that is the global water situation. Again, you might be knowing that water has been previously undervalued as a resource, although that is now changing. It has been called now the blue gold of the 21st century. The fresh water resources are unevenly distributed, with much of the water located far from human population. Many of the world's largest river basins run through thinly populated regions. There are estimated 263 major international river basins in the world, approximately covering 45.3% of the Earth's land surface area. Water is not scarce globally, but it often is on continental or national scale. It is estimated that 31% of the global population will live in water-scarce countries by 2025. The water-scarce countries also have another water problem apart from scarcity. The water is often unsafe to drink because of pollution. This varies with the continental and locally between the cities and rural environment. Every year, 2 million people die from waterborne diseases. So having sufficient water is not enough. It must be unpolluted water. Water shortage have been the causes of major international disputes, particularly in the Middle West. The groundwater represents about 95% of the world's readily available freshwater resources, and some 1.5 billion people depend upon groundwater for their drinking water. Freshwater lakes contains about 87% of this fresh surface water, including 29% in the African Great Lake, 22% in the Lake Baikal in Russia, 21% in the North American Great Lake, and 14% in other lakes. Dear friends, it is estimated that 2 out of every 3 people will live in water-stressed areas by the year 2025. In Africa alone, it is estimated that 25 countries will be experiencing water stress by 2025. Today, 450 million people in 29 countries suffer from water shortages. Clean water supply and sanitation remain major problems in many parts of the world. With 20% of the global population lacking access to safe drinking water, waterborne diseases from facial pollution of surface water continue to be major cause of illness in developing countries. Polluted water is estimated to affect the health of 1.2 billion people and contribute to the death of 15 million children annually. Dear friends, here I am very thankful for giving me such opportunity by the organizer to deliver the lecture on the present situation and future situation of the global water resources. And lastly, I appeal to all the participants, stay at the home and avoid the corona pandemic. Thank you very much. Again, I am thankful to all of you.